Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk about another young Japanese prospect in the Bantamweight division named Sakai Yuta, or Yuta Sakai. This guy here is a 19-year-old southpaw killer with a record of 3-0 with 3 knockouts. He's another Japanese prospect that was recommended to me to watch, and I did, and I'm very, very impressed. For me, it's so easy for me to follow the likes of Kermel Moulton, prospects here in the North Americas. But I see them and they are impressive. But then I also think, okay, these are North American prospects. What about international prospects? I'm sure there are also great prospects somewhere around the world. So I got to researching, prospects to follow, and Sakai Yuta was recommended a lot. And I watched his fights, and this guy is a savage. He's a killer, right? He has that thirst for violence. He is the type who's willing to take a shot if it means that he will land his own. It's evident that he believes in his power, especially in his left hand, which is his power hand, as he is a southpaw, like I mentioned before. He has a mean left straight, very, very accurate with it, and the torque that he musters up when he throws it allows him to penetrate the opponent's guard and deal damage with his naturally heavy fist. He's very good at setting traps, and he's a pretty good counter puncher. He has really, really good footwork as well. He's springy, and he has that Salvador Sanchez bounce to him. You know what I mean? He's been making easy work of his opponents thus far, but from what I've seen, because he's so tall and because he's so long for the division, he will use his advantage and he'll kill you from the outside with his rangy jab. And he's very good at darting in and out to land power shots as well. So smaller fighters, which are going to be most of his opponents, really have no choice but to step to him if they want to retaliate. But he's so good at setting traps that the moment they try to get to him, he will shoot a left hand down the middle and catch him coming in, whether that be a straight left or a snappy uppercut or a check hook. He mixes it up. He also attacks the body. So either way, he gets the job done. Now, if he senses that you aren't on his level, he will gladly just walk you down with immense pressure until he breaks you. Now, he isn't perfect by any means. He is only 19 after all. He definitely still needs some polishing. Now, I mentioned earlier that he does have that Salvador Sanchez bounce, but he is 19 and he hasn't quite mastered it like Sanchez has. When he's closing the distance, he would pounce in, land a punch, and bounce out of danger. But I think sometimes he leaps out a little bit too much, which isn't anything detrimental, right? But that's, at the end of the day, that's still wasted movement. That's still wasted energy. Whereas footwork masters like Sanchez or Lomachenko, for example, they step back just enough for the opponent to miss by a hair, But I guess that's part of what makes them legends, right? I also think he needs to stay defensively responsible when going for the finish. Sometimes he'd be throwing barrages, and I could just see an elite opposition in the future throwing in between the shots and catching him flush, and that could be devastating, right? Now, I admit I am just nitpicking here, and that just truly shows how good this kid is already. I think he'll be a problem in the near future. I really, really do. With his age, frame, skill set, and power, I can see this kid competing all the way to 130. He is 19 right now, and he's fighting at 118. He's so young and he's still so small. I'd say he'll fill out very, very nicely at featherweight, and he will peak there. And I think he's gonna push his limits and eventually fight at 130 one day. So that means I really think that this kid can compete in 4 divisions. He'll be a 4-division world champ, in my opinion, at least 3. So I urge everybody to check him out right now and follow his journey, because he is going to be something special. He is going to be great, and I really think that he's going to make some real noise soon. But that's all I really got to say. What do you think of Sakai Yuta or Yuta Sakai? Are there any other prospects that I should know about? Please let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, that's it. I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you have a lovely day.